How's it going? My name is Andy. We're going to be making Basque cheesecake today. This is like a burnt cheesecake. It's really nothing like a regular cheesecake. It has something fell. It has some similar qualities to regular cheesecake, but unlike regular cheesecake, it's served warm. It's much lighter tasting. It's harder to screw up, and you basically just burn it. And comes out really good. It has this really rich flavor. So what you'll need for this is 2 pounds of cream cheese. I'm doing a half recipe because a half recipe kind of makes a lot for 2 people, and it's just me and my wife. So 2 pounds of 2 pounds of cream cheese, 1.5 cups of sugar, 6 large eggs, 2 cups of heavy cream, a little bit of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and that's it. Yep. And then optionally some whiskey or sherry. It's recommended sherry for serving. I have a little bit of not pre-dried whiskey on hand.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh wait, Taylor, are you guys ready?
Yeah, we're good.
We'll start with cream cheese. So if you're doing a full recipe, use 4 blocks of cream cheese. If you're doing a half, start with 2. Either stand mixer or whatever device you're gonna mix it in.
You said 2 blocks of cream cheese?
2 blocks for a half portion, 4 blocks for a full.
Excellent. Do I dump my cream cheese into my bucket?
Yep.
Your
Power mixer?
Yeah, my bucket. Yeah, it's my bucket.
What's a bucket?
My bucket of cream cheese.
Is it okay if I substitute a bucket with a stand mixer?
Yeah, that's fine. I like to use a bucket.
1.5 cups sugar for a full recipe, or a little more than 2/3 of a cup if you're doing a half.
So Andy, if I have a 1/4 cup, I get 3 of them. But
This
not,
is so fun.
This is a solid block of sugar that was left in my apartment by a previous tenant who has since moved out.
Just mix it in your stand mixer, and you basically want to mix it till it's like thoroughly combined and smooth. But get ready for an arm workout, Peter.
Yeah.
Like,
Spoon acquired.
Yep.
what, Taylor?
I like your camera angle.
You like the footage we got here?
Yeah.
So I want you guys to know we got this 5 years ago, and I've never used this mixer before.
The only time I do it, I touch it, is when I have to move it around on the counter because I spilled something next to it.
Okay, well, if you're still mixing, that's fine. The next step is basically to go ahead and add your eggs in one at a time. So if you're doing a full recipe, you need 6 eggs. If you're doing a half recipe, you need 3 eggs. Just add them in one at a time. Let it mix slowly, add another one. Let it mix slowly, add another one.
Oh, Kate gave me a tip to say, put an egg in a cup first, because in case the egg is bad, you don't want that nonsense going into the bucket. So inspect the egg before it goes into the bucket.
Man, some smart people.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Did everybody preheat their oven to 400 degrees?
It's at 4. Ours is at 400.
400.
Does that say that? Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
There's the egg bucket.
Now we're gonna move on. So we're gonna add our salt, vanilla extract, and heavy cream. So portions are full portion. So Ryan Fitz, full teaspoon of vanilla. Everyone else, half teaspoon. Full teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon for everyone else. And full recipe is 2 cups of heavy cream. So that's 1 cup.
Whitney thinks she's cooking, so she's not measuring anything.
I know what a teaspoon of salt is.
I like to add this. I like to add the salt and the vanilla, mix it together, and then add the heavy cream. So everyone doing a half portion, it's just 1 cup of heavy cream. Ryan Fitz, it's 2 cups.
All right. We're doing the full thing too. So.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, so 2 cups. 2 cups for you. I'm doing a half portion, so 1 cup. I've been mixing it basically on slow the whole time.
I don't have the patience for that.
At this point, you might be asking yourself, why is the batter so thin? It seems very thin for a cheesecake.
I was just thinking that to myself.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
It's supposed to be about like the thinness of like a crepe batter, like thinner than pancake mix, very thin. And when it bakes, it ends up being very light and airy, almost like a custard. So that's totally fine.
I made pancakes for the first time in my life last week.
Oh, really? First time?
Yeah. First time ever.
Wait, that can't be real.
They were delicious.
They were tasty. I put blueberries in them.
Yum.
Mixed.
there's
From a
still,
box or from
like,
scratch?
I could lie to you and tell you it was from scratch.
The next step is 1/3 of a cup of flour. If you're doing a half portion, it's half of a third, so it's very little flour. And
a
it's supposed
sixth
to
of
be,
a cup.
yep, it's
Let's see.
supposed to be sifted in. When I've done it, I've just dumped it in, kind of like put it in slowly and then mixed it in, and it's been fine. But
There's 4 teaspoons.
half of 1/3 of a cup.
Wait, so the number of tablespoons, there's 16 tablespoons in a cup. And we want a sixth of a cup,
1/6 of a cup. Do the math, Peter.
which
What do
would
we
be
got?
a third of, which
16.
would be a third of 8 tablespoons, which would be 8 teaspoons.
Andy, when am I supposed to taste all of it?
Oh, I've been tasting the whole time.
Oh, okay. Can I do that now?
I mean, it's not safe and stuff because of raw eggs, but. All right.
And just the point.
And that is it for the batter. So now you want to take your pan. So now what you want to do is put the parchment paper on the pan. So you're going to use 2 layers of parchment paper. I'll show you how to do it right now. And let them get really high. Hold on.
Oh, maybe we don't need this one.
So 2 pieces of parchment paper.
I have a question.
Yep.
Is wax paper the same as parchment paper?
No. That's very different.
We don't have that.
Just spray the pan with a lot of like oil stuff. Do you have that? Like the
Yes.
not big stuff?
Yeah.
Spray it with that, like a lot. If you use wax paper, when it goes in the oven, the wax will melt and stick to your food.
Oh, we don't have that. We don't have
All right.
You don't use that.
All right, ready? So first piece of parchment paper. Then you want to put a second one. Then you basically just press it in, and you want there to be this paper sticking up above the top. You want it like 1 to 2 inches above it. You basically just go around and press it in, and you want all these creases like that on the sides. So just press them in.
Wait, Andy, that's 2 different pieces you have there?
Yeah, 2 pieces. The reason you do the paper is because if it expands above the pan, which it might, you don't want it to spill over. The paper will hold it. So if your pan's really deep anyway, then you'll be fine.
Taylor, what do you got going on over there?
Greatness.
And then you do not need to spray the inside of the parchment paper with anything. You you just put the batter in just like that.
Okay.
All
It
right?
says 2 pieces of paper.
Nope. So you just dump it in.
Ryan Fitz is flying solo with this. I like it.
It's like custard. All right, so we are going into the middle of a 400-degree oven for 1 hour to, I've noticed it takes about a little longer, so about 1 hour and 10 minutes.
If I have a full thing, is it going to take me 2 hours?
Nope, just at the same time.
I feel like I learned so much. That's so easy to do.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty
So,
I'll decide once it comes out.
yeah, you might want to remove your top rack so it's not hitting.
Yeah, did you see that move?
So, Taylor, are you eating the raw batter with a spoon?
Uh-huh.
Gross.
Yum.
I ate a ton too, Taylor.
Thank you.
It's all gonna bake, right?
You guys stop.
So Andy, now I dump whiskey on this thing?
No, you sip the whiskey while you eat it. What do you think, Amanda?
Okay.
It's good. It'd be like cheesecake.
And how to take it out of the pan.
Oh yeah, by the paper.
I just did like
Grab
what?
the horns.
Grab it by the
Like,
papes.
grab the paper and pulled it out.
So no, what I was saying the problem was
Risky, but or you could put a big plate over it and try to flip it, but that's risky too.
When it gets thicker, it gets hotter.
Are you supposed to let it cool down for a minute before you try to take it out? Or just go for it?
So you
I
shovel
don't-
it in.
You just shovel that right in there.
Just go for it.
I would say if you like cheesecake, it's very good. It's very easy to make.
Yeah, what's
And
the
if you
review?
are a cheesecake lover, it's 10 out of 10. If you
But
don't,
I'm not
like
even taking it out of the paper.
it's not for you.
Do you not like cheesecake?
Man, it sounds like you don't like cheesecake.
Don't like cheesecake and I like it.
Okay.
Sorry, get.
I feel like trying to use the paper to get it out of the pan, so it's still in the pan, but I've cut myself a slice, and I'm going to see how it is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here's Peter's. It might be
All right,
hot.
Peter, what do we got?
It's a very sweet quiche.
Nailed it.
That's fair. It is very easy to make. I like how simple it is.
This is delicious. If any of you think for a second that this is making it to see the daylight tomorrow, you're out of your mind.
Read the whole thing.
I'm gonna.
Gonna.
Like that's 2 loaves of cream
I mean,
cheese.
the whole thing too.
Yeah,
Stopped him before.
the baby needs it, you know?
Hold on.
You guys ready? I'm about to caramelize
Yo,
it.
and
Wait.
she's microwave.
Nice.
Oh, let's see this, Ryan. Let's see it.
Wait, hold on, wait. Let me spotlight you.
Edit. Spotlight.
There we go.
Go.
Rust.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Baby.
Burn, baby, burn.
Just go and burn out. We're done.
Wow. I had to melt all the sugar into it.
How's the Fitzgerald's version?
It looks amazing. We haven't bitten into it yet.
Or just say something like this.
Ryan doesn't want to torch it, and I really want him to.
I like that.
Whoa.
Look at set the alarm off.
See, that's because we have one that literally we have half
All right, what's the review now, Fitzgerald?
Oh God. I love it. It is like very custardy.
All right, see
All
you
right.
guys.
Bye,
Hey,
guys.
everybody. Bye, guys. Love you all. See ya.